Yes.
Was it an oblong trampoline? Was it the modern one with the nets, the circle with the nets up the side?
Don't say that! Do you know her name was Annette?
Blake, you know how you're a massive, massive Lee Mack fan?
I'm never going to live this down, am I?
Never going to live it down. Well, by your popular demand, because we watched The Royal Wedding and you can't get enough of him now, we're going to do another Lee Mack-centric Would I Lie to You clip.
I will say, from looking at that one, he's definitely better when he's on the spot. Like his comedy, because I guess that's pretty much my introduction of him, is where he's ripping on other people's spot in the sunlight, shall we say.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, now we're looking at ones that he's just doing on his own, and it's a lot better to see how he crafts his own jokes and, you know, comes up with his own stories. I think that's probably what I was missing for the first time around, but yeah.
This video, all I know about it is the story is about a trampoline.
Cool. Nothing good starts or ends with a trampoline if you have to tell it on live TV. So yeah. I'm keen.
Yeah, in the context of this show, it's probably not going to be a good thing.
It's Lee.
I found out my girlfriend was cheating on me while I was bouncing on a trampoline and spotted her over the fence with another man.
Do you know much about Lee Mack? Like, is he married or...
Lee Mack's married.
But this could have happened a while ago.
This must be a story from years and years ago. You were right. A story involving a trampoline on this show is not going to be good, and it's not good. But, all right, to believe this story, we need to believe that his partner is cheating on him next door in the open from his house where he's just bouncing on a trampoline and she can't hear or see him. Good luck.
The only other thing I could think of is if he's bouncing on a trampoline and, like, sees through a window. This story it's a lie, so let's just hear it out.
Yeah, I don't see it happening, but let's hear it out. Before we start, just looking at that shot, he is really having to think about this story right now.
Struggling, isn't he?
He's like, what am I going to say?
What age did this traumatic event occur to you?
Teenager.
I was 18.
So what were they doing next door?
Well, you don't want to know that. They were lying, believe it or not, on a trampoline.
You were trampolining in your garden.
Yes.
And you saw over the fence.
Yes.
Into your girlfriend's garden.
No, she didn't live next door.
Oh, right.
Neither lived next door.
Neither of them lived next door.
Correct.
Why were they next door then?
Because there was a party going on next door, and it sort of slightly drifted into my house. It was like two sort of houses were taking part in the party. It sort of bled into mine.
What sort of trampoline was it, Lee?
It was the TS497. I remember jumping up over the fence, seeing them kissing and thinking, is that the TX417? Where did we get that from? I wish we could afford one of them. Stop kissing her!
I think you know what I mean.
Yes.
Was it an oblong trampoline? Was it the modern one with the nets, the circle with the nets up the side?
Don't say that! Do you know her name was Annette? It was a trampoline with no net round the side.
Oblong or circular?
Well, she'd lost a bit of weight. I would say slim to oblong.
So, you couldn't see what was going on except at the top of your bounce trajectory, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what do you see for an instant at the top of that bounce? Are they already doing it?
They're not doing it!
Are they already kissing? Are they already writing poetry?
Have they taken their shoes off?
They haven't taken their shoes off. Ooh! You know what was worse, though? It was the only thing they were wearing.
How long had you been seeing her for?
We've been up and down over the years.
So go on, you're at the peak of your trajectory, affording you a wonderful bird's eye view of the neighbouring trampoline.
Correct.
What did you see?
I saw my then girlfriend.
Whose name was?
She was called Joanne.
So what happened?
I wanted to have a proper look. I went straight up to the climbing frame, and sure enough, my fears were confirmed.
Oh, my
It was the TX497.
You must have been furious.
Oh, I was so angry. So I came round, got on the trampoline, and I went, Joanne! And she looked round, there was no one there. And then I went to the top again, Joanne! She looked round, there was no one there. This carried on for a long time. Joanne! So then I timed it perfectly. I said Joanne when I was down. I went, Joanne! Well, it took a while before I worked out that system.
So what do you think, David? Is he telling the truth?
I don't think so, no.
Why? To be honest with you, I'm not convinced either.
Lee?
Well, I'm going to say we probably don't need to discuss this one too heavily.
Probably not too much. Although, maybe this is just a cheap trick to get us to think that it's not possible at all. Because, like, would you really want to be telling this story again on national television?
Yeah. I guess we haven't watched enough Lee Mack videos to form a baseline of how he tells his stories, but I'm starting to get this suspicion that when he leans really heavy into the quick fire jokes, that's him deflecting. Covering up for a lie and deflecting.
Yeah.
So that's what made me think it was going to be a lie before he straight up said, I don't even believe this story, which means it's not going to be a true story. But
I hope at the end of this is like, just a quick shout out. Hi, Joanne. It's been a while.
And Annette.
And Annette.
Yeah. So this is not going to be a true story, but I'm enjoying it to, once again, figure out that baseline of how we can interpret his stories as we move on with future stories in upcoming videos.
We'll both say lie.
We're both going to say lie because this is definitely a lie.
Bouncing on the trampoline and spying Joanne. Truth or lie?
It's a lie.
Yeah, that's great. It was nice and short, but a good story. Like, it is amazing how many jokes he came up with in that 3-minute video.
And it's why, like, sometimes, you know, you love him, you hate him, you don't hate him, you love him. I've just stepped in hot water again, haven't I? Like, this guy's jokes are very, very good when he's just on the fly and trying into the flex. I think that's when his humour really, really does come out.
He would be the star of a UK version of Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Absolutely.
Just any of those like improv games, those theatre sports, he would be the king of it.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that show?
It's still going, but that's another story. Thank you so much, guys. If you have any other Would I Lie to You clips, particularly Lee Mack ones, let us know in the comments section below. And if you want to see more Would I Lie to You reactions, hit on that playlist just up there. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for the next one.